Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Test drive time. 2024 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. New color for 2024. Let me know if you like it. Terra is the color. Let's jump in and take this one for a spin. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the 4Runner. For those of you who are familiar with this particular model and edition of it, it has been around for a long time on this platform. And in fact, I believe 2024 is going to be the last year for the V6 4Runner as we know it. But, and that's a little but, it is still an amazing vehicle. Toyota still sells every single one of them they build. This is your TRD Pro edition, the top of the line off-road beast, and this thing is phenomenal. Now, the advantage of going with the 2024 versus the 2025, the new one coming out, or maybe 26, the 2024 still has the 4-liter V6 engine, gasoline, 4-cylinder, all the torque, all the traditional features you'd expect out of a 4Runner. I believe when they go to the new one, we're going to find a 4-cylinder, probably a turbocharged, and probably a hybrid engine in the new one. So if you want a V6, if V6 is important to you, get yourself a 2024 4Runner. Now, there is so much standard equipment on here, so I'm not going to dig into all of that right now. But to get us started, I wanted to show you that you do have 2 keyless entries for the 4Runner TRD Pro, and because of that, it's the smart keyless entry system, so you don't need to take your keys out of your pocket or your purse. Just leave them where they are, jump in the vehicle, put your foot on the brake, and we've got push button start. And we're ready to go. So let's head out. Now, it does still have also a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission, still standard with 4-wheel drive, still the multi-terrain select system, still the downhill hill assist. The off-road capabilities on this thing is amazing. This video is not about that, so do some research, continue to watch some videos on YouTube. You'll see the off-road capabilities, just phenomenal. Now, leaving here the dealership, Smart Toyota, here on the left-hand side, family-owned and operated for over 115 years. Many times Wisconsin's #1 Toyota dealership, and a phenomenal service department. So feel free to check that out. Now, as we jump out on the road on the 4Runner TRD Pro, this is not the on-road luxury ride and feel. If you're looking for that, consider a limited, consider the TRD off-road, but the TRD Pro is going to ride quite a bit more firm than any of the others. The reason being is this is set up to go off-road right from the dealer's showroom. So some key things about a 4Runner. Number one, it is a true SUV, sport utility vehicle. And when I say true, I mean it's a true SUV because this is actually a body-on-frame construction. That is, they set the body on top of a box ladder frame, which makes it super rigid, very durable. Most of your SUVs or crossovers today are built on a unibody construction, therefore they have no frame. The body of the vehicle is actually the frame. In this segment, there's very few offerings. Another one I could suggest, if you're looking to compare, would take a look at the Jeep Wrangler or the Jeep Gladiator. Those have frames underneath them. The Jeep Cherokee, that is a body-on-frame construction, or a unibody construction. So that's built very similar to a car. But if you're looking for the durability of body-on-frame construction, the TRD Pro, any of the 4Runners, are going to give you that body-on-frame construction. So as we're headed down Odana Road here, just give you a quick list of the standard features on a TRD Pro. So safety sense with dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing assist, parking assist, pre-collision, pedestrian detection, all of those things are there. The Star safety system with anti-lock brakes, multiple airbags on here. I did say anti-lock brakes, all standard. As far as other comfort and convenience features, fingertip controls for your cruise control right here on the steering wheel. fingertip controls for your sound system over here on the left-hand side. Don't think you can see it in the video, but it's there. A leather-wrapped steering wheel, super nice, comfortable, padded, thick. And then for 2024, we've got a heated feature on here. There's a button down here at the bottom. They added that in 2023. So 23, 24, you can get the heated steering wheel. Prior to that year, it wasn't even available, not even on the limited edition. In addition to a heated steering wheel, the TRD Pro has heated front seats. So front driver and front passenger seat. The rear seats don't have any heating elements. And then what's missing on these front seats, and these are a leather seat, but what they don't have is ventilated seats. So there's a lot of features on this, but there's just a couple things that you'll find on upgraded or newer versions of products, like the ventilated seats, not available on the TRD Pro or on any 4Runner. So if you need that, this is probably want to wait for the 24 model or 25 model. I'm guessing it'll be available on those models. As far as the sound system, now this is going to be your JBL audio system, standard on the TRD Pro. It's the top line sound system, which includes an amplifier and a subwoofer back in the cargo compartment. I'll do a video on the interior and I'll point out all the speakers and the subwoofer and the amplifier in that video. Feel free to watch for a link at the end of this video for the interior overview. As far as styling on the inside, it's basically all black or charcoal black. It's got a nice texture up on the dashboard so you don't get as much of a reflection coming off the dashboard. We've got a digital clock up here. There's mechanical tachometer and speedometer, and then there's a digital information cluster up here as well, which has your compass, has your outside temperature, your fuel economy settings. All of those things are up in that cluster. As far as the infotainment system, it does come standard with navigation with points of interest on here. It is an older interface, so it does look a little bit dated when you look at it, but overall it does just about everything that any other navigation system would do. In addition, you can plug in your iPhone and run your iPhone mapping system off here as well, so that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and jump up on the highway. We're just going to do a rolling to 60. And that gets up there pretty quickly. So that V6 engine with that TRD exhaust system sounds awesome. Now I've got my phone mounted to my camera mounted to the sunroof, so you can hear a little bit of wind noise. I'm just going to go ahead and be quiet here for a minute so you can hear what it sounds like. By the way, that power moonroof is standard on the TRD Pro, and it opens up, slides back, tips up, tilts up, all that good stuff is standard. We also have automatic temperature control, front driver and front passenger. What we don't have is wireless charging for your smartphones. If you have a wireless smartphone, there's places to plug in to charge, but no wireless charging on the 4Runner. Another thing that I'm confident we'll see in the all-new redesign. But you still can plug in. You've got a 12 volt up here, you've got a USB port, you've got some in the back as well. So there are places to plug in, but no wireless charging. Automatic dimming mirror is going to be standard. Up here are our multi-terrain select and our downhill assist controls. We also have 3 garage door openers for your smart garage door openers. Of course, the basics: power windows, power door locks are standard, power driver seat, standard. And it does, guys, because it's body on frame, it rides like a truck. This is a very rugged off-road vehicle, so you're going to get that truck-like ride. If that's not important, if smooth ride's important to you, this is probably the wrong vehicle for you. But if you like a truck-like ride, you like traditional 4x4 shifting, there's actually a 4x4 shifter down on the bottom as opposed to a knob or a selector. That's down here as well. So very traditional four-wheel drive features that you would expect on a vehicle like this. So a lot of great features. This is the last year for it. Some people have criticized it needs a refresh, and other people come to the defense and say it just works. It's just a great vehicle, and why break it if it's not broken, right? And some other people say break it and build it all over again. Well, I think the next model we see, potentially the 25 or 26 model, we're going to see an all-new 4Runner. The great news about the 4Runner is that this has the best, bar none, by far, resale value of all SUVs, better than even the RAV4. So the amount that you buy it for today and the amount that you get on trade-in, or if you try to sell it in 2 or 3 years, the per year cost of depreciation on this unit is lowest in the industry amongst all cars, all trucks. And so if you buy a 2024 with the V6, any 4Runner, if you buy it in 2 to 3 years, you're going to be able to trade it in, and you're not going to find yourself in a position where you owe way more than it's worth, assuming you didn't have a trade-in and had other variables. But if you just came in, bought one of these, paid cash, and walked out the door, in 2 or 3 years, you're going to be able to trade this in, get the newer version, and it's going to cost you a few $1,000s a year to drive it. And that's simply because the resale value is so good on these that any Toyota dealer would love to have this on their lot as a certified used car, and it would not sit around very long. So if you're interested in a 4Runner, no need to wait until the 25 or the 26. Go with the 24, and then feel free to trade it or sell it when you're ready for the next one, and it won't cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to trade up. Just my opinion. So if you like this video, if you like the features that I've talked about, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. And then watch for a link at the end of this video, because that's where I'm going to have a link for the interior overview, and I'm also going to do an exterior overview. So at least 3 videos on this vehicle you'll find. Watch for a link at the end of this one. This is Tony talking car biz. Thanks for watching.